Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is me, your casual captain, and this is my highest recommendation for the Silver League. But this is tier 9 and there are some reasons to this madness, of course. Taking a tier 9, especially a strong tier 9 as the Jean Bart, forces the enemy team to take a tier 9 as well. And not all players have the Jean Bart, and since it's super strong and can hold its own very well against tier 10s, I highly recommend it because, I don't know, I have never struggled that hard with tier 10s unless I get out positioned in any way like that, but that's a misplay from my part. And this game pretty much comes down to outplaying your opponent and outgunning, of course, but if you outplay him you can definitely outgun him. That's pretty much the reason to why DDs are so strong, because if you torp someone from behind, it's a lesser chance that you will actually sink or defeat the enemy. But if you do torp him from the side when he doesn't have any chances to turn, there's a high possibility that that ship will go down. Doesn't care what class he is. And it's the same with the JB. You have all your guns pointing forward, so you will be able to play 100% bow on, and thus for having an easy time angled against the enemy battleships, even though Yamato's Kremlins and stuff like that hurts quite hard. But you do have an acing up your sleeve, and that's the Jean Bart is really fast. So you can disengage if you know that you will not win the engagement that you are finding yourself in. But yeah, that's why I would choose a tier 9 rather than a tier 10 in Silver League. And that only goes if you have one of the really strong ones. For example, the Jean Bart, the Georgia, the Alaska. Any of those will definitely be a big threat to the enemy, and the Alaska even has even better cons because battleships tend to be quite strong, even if they are tier 8, 9 or 10. Cruisers though have a much higher gap in what they can do over the tiers. So for example, something like a Seattle will never be able to compete with Alaska, for example. So that's why the Alaska is a really good choice as well. But yeah, this is of course not a ranked battle, but this is a replay that I had laying around, which I wanted to show you guys. It's a bit of my play style, and you can see here at early game I'm actually playing quite safe, since they do have a lot of firepower over at sea and we already have the cap. I don't really have to push in here. I can sit a bit back and just trying to farm this Hipper, which is really good at dodging my shells. But now my team seems to be rushed in that narrow channel by Turpits and a Skåne, and I thought I'm gonna try to help them as much as I can. And since the Turpits is showing me some side, I can probably hurt him quite a lot here. But let's hope that the Poltava and the FGG has left the scene, because it's quite hard to deal with 3 battleships, especially when you're on your own, because my fellow Georgia is behind the island, so he will not really be able to help me that fast. Yeah, I think there are more battleships here. Oh, my wife is coming with coffee during recording. I just love her. She's so adorable. That's on a side note though, but you should see my smile now. I'm really happy. I really do like coffee. Oh, FTG really didn't have time to shoot him there, but the Turpits, look at this. This is not something that you see every day. This is actually quite special, and it takes a lot of RNG. Oh no, it wasn't this shot. We will have another shot play at this later. Okay, I used the reload booster, and this is of course one of the biggest treats of the Jean Bart, the reload booster. Look at that, I citadel the Turpits. You don't see that every day. One of those 1 in 1,000 shots on the Turpits, and he felt it. I mean, I pretty much just did damage with that citadel, but still, I did citadel him. Another 15k. This is exactly what I've been talking about for so many videos. German battleships showing broadside, thinking they can't be citadel. I mean, there's a really low risk of being citadel, but you can definitely get smacked. Look at this, I'm switching to the FDG instead. He's the one showing broadside. I'm just gonna be able to sit here and farm them. That's 14k. I mean, that Tirpitz were pretty much full HP a couple of minutes ago, and he's now down. It's the same as with the last guy in the Bismarck when we did the tier 8. I'm not gonna focus the Poltava here. The Poltava is by far the weaker one of these three ships. The Tirpitz is much stronger than the Poltava, in my opinion. FGG is of course really strong as well when it comes to secondaries and tankiness, but I do not really fear these players. As you can see, he's broadsided once again, and yeah, I am gonna pray on that broadside. 5 pens, 13k. He's almost dead. I mean, what can he do? To be honest, he has just given away all of his HP in a bad position, and he's dead. That's it. He sailed straight up to the Georgia. Oh, FGD, nice hits there on him, even though that he was bowing. But it's always a good thing to try to shoot at the superstructure and not at the guns. If you see where I'm aiming right now, that's pretty much the perfect aim. But that is working with AP as well. But I do want to set fires here and knock off some of his secondaries if I can to help save the Georgia. Oh, he took torpedoes as well. He's forced to use the damage con. Was that the Poltava firing HE at me? Wow. Wow. I should probably have switched to AP right now. I am using reload booster again, but I should have gone for the AP right now. I think I'm going to switch off to this shot. Yep, there's AP. And there has actually been a bug right now. It is a bug in the game right now. When you're using reload booster, you can't really shoot exactly when the guns are reloaded. I don't know if the animation is off or what's the problem. But it's something at least. Well, that FGG is gonna try to do a drive-by on the Georgia. I wasn't able to prevent it. I really did try. Oh no, the Georgia took torpedoes as well, and he's on fire. At least the FDD is dead. We don't have to worry about him anymore. There's the Animal Skåne, and my plan when I shoot at DDs is always to wait until they are mid-turn. Okay, so now he's starting to turn up, but my CV comes in and stops him in the turn before I have time to shoot. But you will have more examples of that in this video. But this video actually proves how strong the JB can be if you do not YOLO push. Conserve your HP. I mean, it's not the tankiest battleship of all of the battleships. It's a really strong battleship when played correctly, but a badly played JB is actually not that hard to deal with. It's the same with a lot of ships. And I do not claim that I'm the best at JB, but I mean, it's a ship that works for me. Oh, nice little citadel there on the Poltava. I mean, I don't know if he's done anything this game at all. Can we get some more citadels? Actually, he's a bit angled if we do check the minimap. He's turning out, so only 1 pen. Actually, quite good situational awareness on that dude. More coffee, less talk. It's quite early here in Sweden when I am recording this, so yeah. Let's see. Well, since I am right now sailing over to B to try to cap that, because it's starting to get a done deal that we are gonna win, but it's not ready yet. Oh, Atlanta actually got one of our ships. That Atlanta has had a monstrous game, and considering that he is bottom tier, really well played. And I mean, IFHE just destroyed the Atlanta's worthiness as a fighting ship, especially in higher tiers. But I have had so many issues with the latest NVIDIA driver. My editing software just said, nope, not gonna work. not gonna work. And it didn't give me an error code that pointed at the GPU at all. It gave me an error that led me in the way of checking my CPU, which it's equally new. I mean, I think they are less than 6 months old. So I started checking all the sites that I have with tech, and there were a few others who actually had the same error, and they have tried exchanging the CPU, because I use a professional program. So I mean, there are a lot of companies that use my editing software, not my edit, but the one that I use. Oh, even more planes coming in, but the AA on the JB is actually quite good, especially when you do have some help from the Skåne with the Bofors guns. But eventually I did find out that it was the NVIDIA driver, and something is wrong with it, so I had to go back, and this is the first time now managing to actually use it to record the voiceover. So hopefully it works and all my settings are still there. But you never know, you never know. Oh, nice, all the planes are gone. I mean, so far it's been a good game. 160k damage, only 1 kill though, 18 planes, 3 decaps. I mean, I'm quite satisfied. The enemy Georgia there is still alive. This Poltava is 50% HP. I do not have any more heals. And oh, there's the C-46. Look at this. He's turning to avoid the planes. And when he did turn, I did fire. He's starting to change the course of his ship. But yeah, too late. Too little, too late. There's just nothing that he could do anymore there. So I mean, I'm quite happy with that shot. That's a long-range shot at the DD, but you can actually do it, especially when the DD is occupied with dodging planes. So always take advantage of that. When you have enemies dodging your team, try to just see where they are gonna go and join the fight. Always worth it to kill a DD or to kill an enemy in general, because killing ships is what we all like, isn't it? Oh, Poltava. This is actually a Soviet battleship which you can damage from the front. 15k, he only did 8k to me. I used the speed booster and the reload booster here. I do want to get up to his side. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's dead. I mean, next shot he's gonna be dead. I am showing a bit of broadside here. I don't think that he actually can sink me. If I'm not mistaken, I think that his caliber is quite small. So he's dead. We are in a good lead. They only do have the Georgia, which are in the threat of planes and torpedoes, and they do have the CV. And he do take a torpedo, so I'm of course gonna shoot at him. There was another bug there. You could see I am continuously clicking my mouse right there, right in the superstructure, and he's dead as well. Kill number 4. So when we left CCAP, we had 1 kill. Now we are at 195,000 damage and 4 kills. I mean, the ships that I've sunk now is not ships that I have damaged that much myself, because I have been fighting on the other side, except the Poltava of course. But there is no such thing as a kill steal. Just kill the ship. Get the win for your team. Everyone will benefit of it. I'm never gonna not shoot the ship if I'm uncertain that he's definitely 100% gonna die. You always should silence the guns if you can. On the enemy, of course, not on yourself. Enemy CV, I do hope that he would complete his turn there, but he didn't. Oh, and he did kill the Skåne. Because I was waiting for that citadel damage, but doesn't need to be citadel damage on the Shokaku. Doesn't have an armor deck, so it's not that hard to kill, to be honest. And so my reload booster is up again, and the reload on the JB is quite low to start with. Another 17k, I mean over 230,000 damage now, so pretty good game I would say. Only question is, will me or the Tallinn or the friendly CV actually get him? Oh no, he's down to 1000. He's down to 400 health. Can my shells land before the Tallinns? And they can, and that's the Kraken Unleashed. I just love the Jean Bart, and I think my win rate in it is over 65%. And I had quite a few games in it. But anyway, if you're going to play Silver League or just want to have a good time and you do have the Jean Bart, this is the ship for you. I thought that we could go over the captain skills as well. Okay, let's start with the equipment. And I mean, there's nothing you can really do here. You have the speed boost, the reload booster, the heal and the damage con, AP, HE. I mean, nothing special. I use main battery modification 1 because I do like to have a better reload boost. And I mean, you could do for extra range or something, but the range on the JB is already quite good. I mean, having a range of, where is it? I can't see it. Oh yeah, 24.5 kms, that's more than enough. You shouldn't be playing at that range. Concealment, of course, I think that's the best choice. Damage control system, and then I do use aiming system because it's I mean, friendships do have a bit of trolley RNG sometimes. So nothing special here, but the captain skills then. I do have priority target. I do like to see when someone is targeting me. Since it's quite a squishy ship. Preventive maintenance, always good, because you do easily get your turrets disabled in the Jean Bart. And then of course expert loader, because HE in this ship is always a good valid option. Then I do have jack of all trades, and then we expert marksman, of course, because we do want to be able to do those drive-bys and just move the turrets to the enemy ship. And then adrenaline rush. This is a thing that works really good on already high speed reloading ships, to be honest. Then I do use survivability expert because I do want to get in close from time to time to brawl, and I mean every bit of health helps. And then superintendent because I do want to have more consumables, especially the reload booster and the speed boost. So this is obligatory on the Jean Bart. And then of course concealment expert. So I haven't boosted my AA or anything like that, and it still works quite good against tier 8 CVs. And since it's a premium, you don't have to worry about the camouflage. You do get a premium camo, and it's always worth to use the premium ones. And I'm not gonna use the New Year's Eve. I mean, look at this. I could do it since I play it a lot, but I mean, I don't think that it would give me that much more XP per battle. No. It's actually exactly the same. I'm not going to use it. Well, that was it. That's all I had to show you about the Jean Bart for today, at least. I mean, there will probably be more videos about it. But yeah, hopefully you liked it, and well, see you next time. Bye bye.